welcome everyone to Meet the Experts. I am your host, Casey Pacheco, and I have the one and only UK's finest, Nurse Dina. Hey,
Hello.
Dina, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. I
Oh,
was looking for this meeting with you today.
lovely having you. Now, if you viewers, if you haven't known, Dina is on fire for nurses. She is an advocate. She's an international nurse coach. She is an author of The Awakened Nurse. And you can definitely, if you're not connected with her, please connect with her on LinkedIn. Now, I have some rapid fire questions to Dina. So we're going to jump into it and hear what she has to say. Now, Dina, in your years as a nurse, what do you see as the biggest catalyst that breaks nurses' confidence?
Oh, this is one. It's a very good one. So the what is it's a very big issue. Okay, so there are so many things, but if I have to go down in one answer, I think that nurses don't feel valued,
Mm.
and so is the lack of recognition, basically. And these could be recognition from the society, recognition from all the healthcare professional, recognition of themselves, recognition from the team, nursing team. So we really live in a nursing crisis that, from my point of view, is an identity crisis plus a leadership crisis plus a number crisis, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we can um, check all the layer, all the causes of this problem, you can see that we are not valued.
Mm.
We don't value ourselves. Our colleagues don't value us. The other healthcare professional don't value us as they're supposed to do. The society don't value us. And this is silly because actually nurses are the most trusted healthcare professional.
Yes, yes. Most trusted, but not most valued.
Yeah, or recognized at least.
Recognized. Wow, that's deep. That's
Recognized.
deep. Okay, so now, Dina, if you were in a room filled with new young nurses, what is one statement or piece of advice that you would give them to empower their career?
So young nurses are left in a rough, in a face the reality,
Mm.
okay, and they just throw away, they just throw to the situation. I want to say to nurses, young nurses or new nurses, that they are enough. They
Mm.
are enough as they are, and that confidence is something that you build over time with practice. So the more you practice, the more you build confidence.
Mm.
Now, because you knew, seasoned nurses don't really recognize you. We come
Mhm.
back to the first point.
Mhm.
But own yourself and
Mm.
understand that you are enough.
Mhm.
That consciousness, that self-awareness,
Mhm.
with strengths and limitation, like you are, like this, you are enough. So
Mhm.
this self-awareness help you to really hone yourself, own your confidence.
Mhm.
So you even if this your first very day as a registered nurse, you can enter to the world, the environment, the workplace environment in the team with your confidence that you are enough. You are enough as a young nurse, new registered nurse, because
Mhm.
you gain your bachelor degree, you gain your registration, so you are enough.
Yes.
And so build your confidence one step at a time, feeling enough every time. But I also will say,
Mhm.
don't mistake confidence with arrogance, because
Mhm.
you have to feel enough
Mhm.
and confident in your enoughness. Is that
Mhm.
right? Sorry, English is my second language. Enoughness, okay? But this doesn't mean that you have then to be arrogant,
Yes.
because he's being perceived from others. So
Mhm.
learn how to feel enough, so
Mhm.
then you can be confident in being yourself without being arrogant.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so one day after the other, you build experience, you build trust in yourself, trust in others, and your confidence grow. with you, basically.
Yes.
So feel enough, because you are enough.
I love it. I love it. Now, what is one of the biggest mistakes you see international nurses make when they're moving abroad?
Oh, this is just the aspect that empowered me to speak up and really try to educate international educated nurses to move abroad safely, strategic, and successfully.
Mhm.
The problem is when they move abroad for a contract or a paycheck
Mhm.
or a trend, meaning if the influence of the moment or the recruiting agency of the moment say that the best country or the best job is in America, everybody go to America.
Mhm.
Best country to move is UK, everybody go to UK. Canada is the same. So the point is, likely you're gonna fail abroad because you're gonna enjoy yourself, your life, your job abroad only if you find the right country for you. So the mistake is not do the right research to understand what is the place that they give you the most satisfaction, because we move abroad for a new life.
Mhm.
So if we move abroad for a paycheck or for a trend or for
Mhm.
a vision in a country that's, for a dream, we're
Yeah.
gonna for sure fail abroad. And migration failure is something that exists, is real. And a lot of nurses, actually, internationally educated nurses, fail in migration failure. So the mistake is not do the proper research, is not to find to understand what is the best country for themselves. And so for this reason, actually, I build my entire nurses move system on this point. So do your proper research, understanding what is the best country that satisfy your need as a person, as a professional, but also your financial need. This is
Mhm.
the right way to move abroad. See.
Powerful. Powerful. Now, Dina, if you could mold the future of nursing by giving every nurse one skill, what skill will that be?
Um, I think the self-awareness
Okay.
is the skill that I need. And again, we go back to the first answer, the first question.
Mhm.
Self-awareness is important because we work in different environments, but we work with life of others, on life of others.
Mhm.
And so we need to have those hard skills that are related to our specialty, our words, how to manage something device, how to manage time, and all the tasks that we do every shift. But we really need soft skills
Mhm.
because we need to understand emotion, our emotion, others' emotion, patients' emotion, no? Colleagues' emotion. But now we enter in a moment of time that we need to also have tech skills. So we are not very valued yet because people don't really understand our profession, because actually our profession evolves so quickly. So in 200 years,
Mm.
2 century, we're born as a profession and we are really managing tech, science, society, and so many things. So self-awareness is important to really focus on who we are and understand our strengths and limitation, because it's the only way we can do to understand what we have to learn that
Mm.
we lack, what we have to refine, because we already have certain skill, but we may change word, we change hospital, we change word, and then we have to adapt to other people. So the more aware you are of yourself, the more you are capable, and you have agency actually to respond to your need as a professional, sorry, and the patient needs, the team needs, and be useful for yourself and for others. I think self-awareness is very important. So many people lack it. This is why then we fail in burnout, because we are not self-aware of our problem,
Yeah.
a lack of, support as well.
Yeah, that's kind of like the recognition that first has to stem with self-recognition. And
Yeah.
then all the other recognitions can build off of that.
Yes, because we work with our skills,
Mm-hmm.
but we work with our emotion as well.
We
We
do.
really, yes,
We
yes.
do.
I mean, burnout come from a drain of our emotional capacity. So, and I think you talk about so much about this.
Yes.
And so self-awareness for me, if I talk about self-awareness so much in my work,
Mm-hmm.
is important for recognize all of our strengths or our weaknesses.
I like that. I like that. So, Nurse Dina, you've been an entrepreneur.
I am
So,
try to
well,
try.
I know it's a journey. It's definitely a journey. What
Yes.
on your journey, what would you say have been your biggest lesson that you have learned?
And I believe this really learned in the past 2 years. So I've been an entrepreneur since 12 years, 13 years, because I tried in Italy as well.
Okay.
And I was doing very well, actually. The problem is we really decided Italy was not the right place to raise kids.
Okay.
And at that time, we had uh, very young kids. So we moved about that time. But of course, my entrepreneurial soul couldn't resist to build another
Yes.
things.
You have to
I
keep
was,
going.
yeah, I mean, I am hyperactive. I need new project to feel really light. So, but I learned this lesson really. I honed this lesson actually
Mhm.
more than learn in the past 2 years, and especially when I joined the NHS Clean Entrepreneur Program,
Okay.
because I heard and listen and talk with other clinical entrepreneurs as well. And we're talking about the top of the clinical entrepreneur in UK. Okay.
Okay.
And this is learn how to fail and fail fast. You have to fail.
Ah, fail fast.
Fail
Yes.
fast. The more you fail, the more you build understanding. The
Mhm.
more you fail, the more, because the failure, it's not betting. A failure is
We
a
don't,
learning
as
process.
nurses, we don't like it. We don't like to fail.
Don't like it because we think that failure is something that damage our visibility, our
Mhm.
authority. But this is so wrong because the failure is a feedback, it's a
Yeah,
learning process.
it's true.
And so, yeah, so if we put so much energy in, and I talk about minimal value product so much because we put so much effort in building product,
Mhm.
because we visualize and had that that product would be for sure a help for millions of people.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
we spend time, we spend money, months, years to build this product, and then the product go to the market,
And it
and you
does.
hear cricket.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
They don't like it. They don't want it.
They don't. No one listen.
They don't want to
They
pay.
don't.
Nobody to pay for it. Nobody to
Exactly.
pay for it. Yeah. Sometimes they like
Exactly.
it. No payer. Yeah.
So people spend so much time and energy. While actually, if people say what I do all the time, I have an idea. Okay, let me test the idea.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just came up with a quiz. Okay, like I have this idea in mind. What do you think about this? And I throw away in the media. Okay, if I have a little, just a tiny bit of response, a positive response,
Yeah.
I just put a first very minimal prototype to test if it's good. If I have a good result, then I start failing a lot. Meaning, okay, I start with the leader things and I go away
Yeah.
to people to test. Maybe at first I give also for free. Why don't give things for free? If for testing, right? You
Mhm.
give value, so there's no problem. So
Yeah.
people try, give feedback,
Mhm.
okay, you improve. You give again, you improve until after a few months, you have a so good value product with also so many good review that when you sell, everybody wants it because it's good. It's
Yeah.
good. So what I learned, because everyone fail. The difference is, are you comfortable in showing to others that you fail or not? Because this is a matter of maturity, of self-awareness.
Yes, that's true.
So if you not feel uncomfortable in failing, you have more opportunity to create something valuable. So I'll really learn to be comfortable in failing and failing fast without justify my action to other. I just can I say the F word in your program? Okay, I just don't care.
You don't care.
I mean, I love when people give me feedback. In fact, I show up with minimum valuable product because I want feedback.
Yes.
The rough feedback could be, the better I'm happy.
Yeah. Who cares?
And then I go from there. And if other people talk about, oh, maybe they find that I didn't go ahead with certain product because I failed in that product.
Well, I
It's
think
not my problem. It's their problem, not mine.
and I think that at the base of it, being an entrepreneur, you want to help. So if it helps, great. And then you make a profit. If it doesn't, oh well. Like you don't keep spending your energy on something that's
Exactly.
not, right?
Also, because any product must be a win-win.
Yes, it has
You
to be.
know, you're not gonna sell something that is not a reward or win for others.
Exactly. I
So
love.
what do you want to do? Do you want to scam people? No, you want
Yeah,
to give a valuable product. So it's a win-win.
exactly. Now, this is a question because I know you're getting into AI, and AI is coming very fast on the scene. What do you see? How do you see AI impacting the nursing profession? And how do you think nurses could position themselves to take advantage of the opportunities that AI brings?
I already have a program for this, and I already tested
Oh, this is exciting.
because, as I said before, now nurses must be literal in technology. We innovate. So the problem is that nurses feel that AI has been put on their shoulder, another thing to do. Okay, another thing to put on the checklist, a thing to do during the day, and because someone else create AI for nurses, and in fact, the majority of the time, the AI doesn't help us in our day-by-day work. It's actually it's another burden. So AI must, I think, for nurses, they have to create AI.
Yes.
So we need to then, we have problem every day. We have problem solvers. So if you have a problem, just try to understand how to solve this with AI. You don't need to learn how to code because there are coders that do that. If you want, you can call and cooperate with coders to build something more specific, more value, or that you may actually can sell. But I work with AI every single day. I work in my clinical, work as a pain nurse specialist in hospital. I also use for my coaching service. So, and I create my AI. So I build my AI. Yes. So it's actually with vibe coding is so much easier. So
Okay.
it's become easier and easier and easier. The difficult things actually to create an AI is not build the AI itself, because now there are so many softwares that actually you just prompt them and they create the AI. But also there are so many coders with fivers of this platform that are very keen to good ideas, to help people that have good ideas. So what do you need? You need an idea, or I would say better, you need a problem that you know how to solve, and you have to conceptualize how to solve with AI. It's not that difficult, actually. you have an idea and you have to solve with AI. So AI, from my point of view, AI is something that is like an opportunity for nurses, especially now, because now they can prove to the entire world their value.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't need to advocate for ourselves. They put outside, now they want to just give AI to use and another burden, another thing to do. Stop. Not needed this
Yeah.
victimism mentality. You have
Mm-hmm.
a problem, find a way how to fix your problem with the eye.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it, Dina. I have a question.
If you are curious, you just come to me and explain you how to do it.
How to
Basically.
do it. Go to Dina. She knows how to do it. I love it. Now, Dina, I had a question here for you because the nursing, you said that we're kind of like in crisis, identity crisis. Is
Mhm, mhm.
what do you think nurses, what do you think nurses should be aware of that will elevate the profession? What is one thing that you think will help the nursing profession get through this identity crisis?
Yes, they don't have to compare to others. They don't need validation. They don't need another certificate. Again, we are enough. We
Mhm,
are high skill, highly trained healthcare professional.
mhm,
So this mentality, that also a victim mentality, that we are never enough, that we compare ourselves with doctors, we compare ourselves with physiotherapists, we compare ourselves with others, is wrong. We have just to see inside ourselves our value and how to be useful.
mhm, mhm,
Okay, so, and I talk about this in, actually, I wrote a couple of LinkedIn newsletter about this. So the medical profession has 100 millennia of identity building. Okay, the figure of doctors is really from prehistory.
mhm,
Okay, so doctors have all this century to grow in their role and grow with the evolution of the science. So they grow at the same level of the science evolve, right?
mhm,
Nurses, no, nurses start nursing starting 200 years ago, and really we have women from the street that they needed a job.
mhm,
Someone decided to put in the hospital and serving people, ill people. And then Florence Nightingale decided to create a school, and then the rest is history. But you
mhm,
have to consider that especially the last 120 years, have
mhm,
been the most uh, um, evolving in science.
mhm,
We have so a quick evolution in science and
mhm,
also in tech.
mhm.
Tech, at some point, technologies appear as well. So, in only 200 years of time, the nursing profession burned and went through this massive, quickly scientific and technological evolution and have to keep up with this evolution.
Mhm,
So, nursing didn't really have time to build their own identity because
mhm.
only 20 years ago we were women for street that didn't even able to write their name on a piece of paper.
For sure.
Why doctors have hundreds of years they
Mhm,
study science, literature, philosophy, because doctor at the beginning were also philosopher and scientists in general. So for me, the problem is for what I do, the study, what I'm talking about is really a crisis in identity because we didn't have time to understand who we are actually. It's like a teenager. I mean,
mhm,
if I see my kids, I really have this. You understand like this,
yeah.
okay? I look myself, okay, I'm the doctor profession, I'm mature, I have years of 46 years experience in build myself, my person, my authority, okay? And then I see my kids, they are 12 and 14, they're full of, I'm tired, I don't know, I'm in pain, I have so many things to do, and I don't want that my kids at 12 and 14 years old, full of energy. They want to do everything every day. They have something to do to come and disturb me. This is my vision of medical profession and nursing profession.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you are on a roll to transform nursing. Actually, you're very passionate. You want your legacy to transform what nursing is globally. What do you see? How do you see yourself doing that? What do you want to how do you want nursing, or how do you want to be a key figure in how nurses is using technology, using this digital advantages and scientific innovations to really bring a transformation or bring us up to the maturity or speed that we should be?
It's not an easy thing, and I'll tell you, I'm tired sometimes, and sometimes I question myself why I'm doing this.
Mhm.
Before, besides saying in previous time, I say that it's a whisper. I feel called to do this because really sometimes it's hard. I mean, I'm tired. Okay,
Mhm.
and you don't have a reward every day. There are some day you have a reward, no, appear in something, maybe a podcast or an education event, etc. So I feel valued. But
Mhm.
day by day, it's just hard work, it's
Mm.
commitment, it's discipline.
Yes.
Um, I think that what has fulfilled me the most, they actually give me a very quick feedback, is how the way I speak with nurses, the way I coach nurses, because I give it to them the real value, I give it to them real feedback, but I also give them reassurance.
Mm.
Having an identity crisis, feeling no seen, feeling not valued, the most simple thing you can do to a person that feel like this is give reassurance and give, okay, you are enough. Just go for it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't I don't push you to do something that you don't want to do or don't feel comfortable in doing. We analyze why they can do or not do something in a certain moment or time of their career.
Mhm.
The simple thing of an interview. Why should I have to go to an interview? Because if they call you for an interview, this means that you are enough to take job. Now, in the interview, you have to prove them that you actually have the behave, the
Mm.
character to actually fill their role. But if they call you for an interview, this means that you, on the paper, are enough. So
Mm.
people just need that little encouragement, and
Mhm.
the encouragement is something that I do every day.
It is. It is. You are inspiration. And I wanted to say, you deal with nurses not just in the UK, but from all around the world. What do you believe will bring about transformation in nursing globally?
Collaboration,
Mm.
collaboration, and cultural exchange. Um, and because these help us to feel seen.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, we see each other. If we start to collaborate, we start to see each other, we start to recognize each other, we start to learn from each other. And we not just grow ourselves as a person, as a professional, but we help grow improve nursing worldwide. And again, I do this because I felt so much unseen, no worthy, despite all the effort, despite of the awake night, despite all the book that I read, despite all my willingness to help others, I felt not recognized, not
Mm-hmm.
seen. So it, if we start to see each other, if you start to collaborate, we can really improve just
Now,
so quickly.
Now, you and I, we both feel very strongly about nurses being visible, especially on platforms such as LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Could you speak to the impact that if more nurses, not, and when I say visible on LinkedIn, I don't mean just have a profile for having a job, but actually showing up, interacting, seeing each other. Could you speak to how nurses can actually become visible using social media, such as professional social
Yeah,
media.
and I want to just break this saying that visible on LinkedIn doesn't mean have 1,000 of followers. It just doesn't mean anything. So
Yeah.
you have to decide, you want to be a LinkedIn influencer, or do you want to be a nurse who uses LinkedIn for their career? Because there are two different distinct things.
Mhm.
And again, the number doesn't make any sense anymore. It's not only me. I mean, I started to talk about this not a long time ago, but now I can see there's also influencer
Yeah.
start to say this, because there are people that are thousands of followers, but they don't really have the career of their dream, or don't, if they have a product, they don't really sell their product.
Mhm.
So of course you need to be visible, so you need to interact. But what is really important, especially if you decide to use LinkedIn, is relationship. So if
Mhm.
you build a community of 100,000 people, because you need to grow on LinkedIn, and so request connection to 200 people per month,
Mhm.
okay, you build a massive number of followers, but then where are the relationships?
Yeah. Where's the relationship? Mhm.
Where's the relationship? And the relationship is actually what help you in grow your career, in sell your product, in build collaboration that bring you. I mean, me and you, I
Mhm.
don't think this is the first live we do. I don't even count how many we done together.
Yes.
But also, I interviewed Kimberly not long time ago, and this built from a simple conversation on LinkedIn. Or I interview other people, pharmacists,
Yes.
and so the real uh, use of LinkedIn is building relationship, because
Relationships.
it's never the what of the how you can
Yeah.
do things, but it's the who
Yes.
to
Yes.
help you.
And this is so, this is near and dear to my heart because I am a connector. And this is exactly why I'm having this podcast, so that people can not just um, have people following, but we can have authentic conversations. People can,
Yeah,
if they Google you, you will show up if you appeared in someone's podcast. So you had, some kind of comment that you made on someone's post. It is all counts for visibility, but it builds that relationship factor. You are so
absolutely.
spot on.
And you have also to write things that are very related to your specialty, or to your goals, your professional ambitions, because you have, I mean, LinkedIn, we said this before, LinkedIn is live curriculum, and you just keep building your curriculum. And so you can write articles, you can, but simply commenting other people posts,
Yes,
sharing your opinion, you build your asset.
yes, yes.
So relationship asset.
Yes, and you become an asset. You become
You,
an asset, and I think not many nurses know about being the asset. I
yeah,
think a lot of times we are the assets for hospitals or organizations, but we don't know about branding and owning our brand and owning ourself and our voice, speaking from that leadership, thought leadership. So yes,
yeah,
this
self-awareness, yeah, totally, self branding, professional branding,
yes.
yeah, personal branding.
This has been a wonderful interview. Dina, I could talk to you all day long because we
And
are in so much resonance. And I love the fire that you have for nurses. And I love that I feel like we're in this in between stage where nursing in itself is taking a pivot. And
mhm,
there's a lot of things happening that we're into, AI, digital, just innovation, technology, even products. So much happening. And you are in the UK, you're forefront of all of this. So I am so grateful to know you, to have you on, and what I foresee in the future. And I'm opening up this conversation to the viewers as you're listening, is bringing the collaboration, to a visible platform. So maybe you're inviting some of the leaders in the UK, and I'm inviting some of the experts here in the US, and us meeting and talking and stirring up this conversation.
Absolutely.
So I'm so excited. I know you'll be back on. I know we'll pull more people into this space, but I thank you so much for spending some time with us on.
Thank you for the space that you give it to me. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, do you have any closing words to share with our audience?
Don't be afraid. Fear not. You are enough.
You are enough.
You are enough. Just understand what are your strengths, what are your limitations, and sit down, writing down. Because the moment you writing down, you take from your head or from your chest, you put outside. And be outside, you can also see from a different perspective. So when you feel it or when you think it is in yourself, when you put on the paper, you actually have a different perspective. And especially if you read out loud, how loud what you read. So sit down with yourself, like if you're having a cup of tea with your or cup of coffee. I really love coffee. So with yourself, writing down your thought, writing down. I do always do an exercise with my client. I'm enough, I'm not enough. You do a list of what you think you are enough, what you think you are not enough, and start from that. What you have to strengthen, you are enough of, and what you have to build because you feel not enough. And I think you are really enough anyway. So go for it.
That's a wonderful exercise. Well, thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you for being here. And audience, thank you for tuning in. I've asked Dina all of my questions for today, but if you have any questions that you wanted to ask Dina, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you as always for tuning in every Sunday, 4 p.m. Meet the experts, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.